Hey guys, Carl Carswell at Damage Hitter. Come on inside. We're going to talk timing today, specifically making the proper adjustment, knowing how to get on time, and making certain that we do it every single time. Come in and check us out. On your way or while you're waiting for me to get in there, please subscribe. If you like our contact, make sure you like and share. We appreciate you guys. Hey guys, yep, it's Carl Carswell at Damage Hitter, talking a little timing today. Want to make sure you understand what we're trying to accomplish. First thing is, we are trying to make sure we're on time for the pitch that the pitcher throws the most. Because we're amateurs, most of us are young guys, we're working on being on time for the fastball. Also because that is the most dangerous pitch, right? That's the pitch that can get on us and by us the fastest when I say dangerous. Right? Obviously, they can throw curveballs and changeups, and those can be devastating. Sliders can be devastating. Knuckleballs, whatever they want to throw, that could all be devastating. But what's most important is that we're prepared to hit the pitch that they're going to throw the most, or that has the best chance to get by us the fastest. We can adjust from a fastball to a slower pitch. It's hard, more difficult to adjust from a slow pitch to a faster pitch. So we're going to try to be on time for the fastball. Knowing what being on time is going to be so vital. Everyone seems to think being on time is when I swing, if my barrel hits the ball, then I'm on time. If I swing and the ball is past my barrel when I swing, then I'm late. And if I swing and the ball's early, then the ball's out in front and I swing, then I'm early. And obviously those are symptoms of being early, late, and on time, but that's not being on time. All right? That's like a sneeze and you tell the doctor I have a cold and the doctor says, yeah, your sneeze is your cold. It's not. So seeing those things, anybody from the stands can say, oh, you're early, you're late, whatever. But that's not the issue. The issue is that you didn't move in time to be on time. So being on time is knowing when the pitcher's moving and being in a position where I take my load and I land in my hitting position and the ball is out in front of me, so I have time to rotate to swing and the ball will be traveling into me and we'll meet in the middle and have a contact to hit. That's when I know. When I put my foot down, that ball's out there, and I can take the pitch and be like, oh yeah, I'm on time. Or I can swing at the pitch and I'm on time. And I should know based on that feel, that look, oh, that ball's inside of my contact area, then I'm late. I don't need to swing at that. That ball's way outside, then I have to hold my ground and battle and get into a strong position that gives me a chance. Then I can be in a position to hit, but I will know that, hey, I'm early, I'm late, I can adjust from here. Okay. Now, knowing that it's about your movement and putting your foot down, not your swing, should reduce our kids that come in here, our hitters that come in here and swing 6 times and are late 6 times in a row. First of all, you shouldn't have to swing 1 time to know if you're on time. Second, you got to put yourself in the best position to make an adjustment. And if you're not plugged in here, if you're being brain dead up here, then you're not going to make that adjustment, and that adjustment won't allow yourself to be a good hitter. In order to be a good hitter, you have to apply this principle of being on time. Now, how, Carl, do you get on time? Glad you asked. Knowing at what point during the pitcher's arm action or delivery, could be when he's lifting his hands and legs, could be his arm action. At what point do I have to start my load so I can finish when the fastball is out in front of me like we talked about before? And the way you figure that out is by constantly repping this on deck circle, dugout, watching TV, watching your Instagram when pitchers are throwing, working on the setup and the routine of setup and how long it takes for you, and doing it in a way that gives you the best chance to be successful. If a pitcher throws hard, you should be thinking about sometimes at the handbrake or just after when you start your load. This also depends on how much of a load you have. If you have a high leg kick, you're going to need more time. If you have a less of a leg kick, no leg kick, if you're spread and really short and a 2-strike approach, what some people would call it, then you're going to need less time. But you got to figure this out, and you have to apply it. You can have the best swing in the world. If you don't apply this timing, you're not going to be able to consistently hit. Okay? So early timing is for guys who throw hard. It's going to be earlier out of the glove or even in the delivery. Late time is going to be from the time they get to the top towards the front with their arm action. And on slow guys, you might have to not get your load started until they let it go. If they're throwing an ephus, or if you're just amped up and you just do more than they are used to doing. If you're a guy who faces legitimate college pitching that's 93 to 96 and a dude that comes in at 78, you might have to wait till the ball gets out of the hand. And that's okay, but you have to figure that out. Now this is going to be, for me, timing is exactly what a parent needs to be applying to their child. Is talking about maturity, growth and development. And all of us as parents want our kids to be more mature. We want them to grow, and we want them to develop. So the things you should be talking to your child about are, hey, you're up there way early on this slow pitching. I don't want to hear anymore that you can't hit slow pitching. What I want to see is you apply yourself and adjust. I'm not concerned about you hitting. I'm concerned about you being on time in the right position, because I know if you do that consistently, you will hit. And that's a growth mindset. Not you didn't get a hit today because you weren't on time. What's your problem? You freaking stink. That's not helping. If that did help, we'd have a bunch of good hitters, but that doesn't help. What helps is saying, hey, you had 3 at-bats today against slow pitching. You didn't make one adjustment. You were sitting down in the dugout doing nothing, talking about Susie Q or whatever. You got on the on-deck circle. You took terrible on-deck swings. You didn't get timed, and you're 0 for 4. So obviously, your preparation fits your results. Next day, what you should see, based on your conversation that you and your player have, is, hey, I'm out here trying to get timed up before the game, between innings, on the on-deck circle, in the dugout, and then my performance prayerfully will be better. But even if it's not, hey, we're growing and developing. You're doing the things it takes. Okay, it's no different than them having math homework that they don't do, and then they get a B on the test. Good job getting a B, but you could have got an A if you'd have just tried, right? If they were trying and they got a D, you wouldn't be upset as a parent. You'd be like, hey man, I know you're trying. I saw you doing your homework. I know you've been doing your study guides. You've been doing all this work. You got a D. You're a D student in math. That's the way it goes. Keep working hard. You're going to get to learn. You're learning in this situation. You're developing. You're maturing in study habits, some retention, some adversity. You're learning all these great things. And the same things, concepts are being learned in baseball, where we believe our kids love being there. They may not love being in math class. Some do. But I know if you're playing baseball at this level we're talking about, you love being there. So we got to develop a growth mindset in baseball activities, knowing that, yes, that guy wasn't very good, you weren't plugged in today, and you're the problem. This guy's really good. Now you want to turn it on and act like you're plugged in, you're the problem. We have to take accountability for the maturity, the growth and development of our player, and our player soon to take care of it for themselves. Starts with basic fundamentals. Basic fundamentals in every aspect of the game. Today it's timing. So, all that said, I really appreciate you guys coming today, watching this. Please make sure this week when you're here at Damage Hitter, you're applying the principles of timing that we work on, making sure that I don't have to tell you, hey, you're late again, you need to start earlier. When are you supposed to start? I ask you the same questions, and then you don't take care of business. This week, we're going to take care of business and timing, and from this point forward, so we can move on and do things at our best possible ability. Until next time, when in doubt, hit it out.